we go, 23,851. We've got the extended 24-25. There's always that one side I can't do. Man, this cardboard's thick. 2 C's. It is thick cardboard. Just saying. Eric liked that one. For those that don't know, it's near impossible to get Eric to smile. So. Just watch how focused he'll be, guys. And just like the last 25 breaks, he's never beat me. We've got I'm going to show you guys all the cards in the beginning first. See, look, he's already nervous. A rookie reflections of Casey for the Devils. Triple dimensions. So I will show all the cards in the beginning nice and slow. Young Guns, you guys have seen those ones. Pickering for Pittsburgh. And an encore of Kucherov for Tampa. So all the first time inserts I will show you guys. And then we'll continue on. We've got a Maverick Bork SP Reflections for Dallas. Maverick Bork. We got a Silver Skates of Leckermacky for Vancouver. Those are nice. Kind of looks like dollar signs in the back. And a canvas for Utah of Sergachev. We got a clear cut for Florida of Reinhardt. Our first draft of McGroarty for Winnipeg. Actually, sorry. Oh, God. Penguins. Why do they do that? Like, seriously, why do they do that? And a Beehive of Suzuki for Montreal. So, guys, if I say any of the teams, Eric generally is pretty good. He shoots out about a 70% accuracy rate. We got a future impact for Philadelphia of Mishkov. We got a pros and prospects Bedard for Chicago. Pros and prospects. And we got a Young Guns canvas of Grands for Philly. Philly. Ooh, a Swagnificent of Line A. Those are pretty swaggy. He looks so good there. Good looking man. We got a first draft of Offman for the Rangers and a pros and prospects for Utah of Keller. Reflections of Nadu for Carolina. Future impact of Gauthier for Anaheim. And a canvas of Kemper for LA. We've got a triple dimensions of Richie for Colorado. A Hercoian? My gosh.
No idea what you're saying.
Racowian? We're going to say Racowian. We're going to go with Racowian, and then we will double check this. Racowian.
Definitely wrong.
I think yours are better than mine. And a Dazzlers of Luchenko for Philly. Racowian. I like it. I'm going with it. Silver Skates for Florida of Barkov. Ooh. We got an Oracles Connor Bedard. Oh. Oracles of Bedard. I love it. Chicago. Crushing. And a pros and prospects again of Keller. That's want to make sure there's no differences on the two colors I just had in the same box. Nope, they're both pros and they're both prospects. Weird. Getting high on the WD-40 in here. We got a number to 100 Connor Geeky Reflections for Tampa. Young Guns of Hellenius for the LA Kings, and an encore of Stammer for Nashville. Triple Dimensions of Nolan Allen for Chicago. Beehive of Forsberg for the Preds. Leo Carlson Canvas for Anaheim. Pros and Prospects Gold of Zellweger for Anaheim. We got a Young Guns of Portillo for LA. And a Sam Reinhart for Florida. So you got a clear cut base and a regular Outburst Silver. We got a Silver Skates of Nazar for Chicago. Pros and Prospects of Lafreniere for the Rangers. And an Oracles of Kucherov for Tampa. I think these are going to be very popular. The Oracles. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, they look good.
They do look good. Thank you. Thank you for your commentary. Alright. Chair still makes a bit of noise. It's okay. I feel like it's a little better than it was before. Again, the one thing you're going to find out with Extended is the value per box is pretty damn good. It's so consistent. So consistently scary. We got a Triple Dimensions of Ogren for Minnesota. Young Guns of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. Pros and Prospects of McKinnon for the Avalanche. Reflections of Lane Hudson for Montreal. Silver Skates of Power for Buffalo. And a Morgan Frost for Philly Canvas. We got a Future Impact of Cider for the Red Wings. Beehive Rookie of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And a Chitrin for the Capitals Canvas. Ooh, nice. Bolduc for the Blues first draft. Encore of Matachuk for the Jackets. And a Young Guns clear cut for Buffalo of Kozak. Young Guns clear cut Kozak. We got a Triple Dimensions of Rempe for the Rangers. Grabenkin for the Maple Leafs. And a McGroarty for the Penguins. Dazzler. We have a Silver Skates. What are these, number 2? To 200 owners? Yeah. Sorry, it's very hard to see, guys. To 200 of Jarvis for Carolina. Casa for the Red Wings Young Guns. Encore of Brad Marchand for Boston. Silver Skates of Kadri for Calgary. We have an Oracle. That's a cool variant. For Philadelphia, Mishkov. Different color. Mishkov for Philly. Already doing great. And a Pros and Prospects of Boston Pasternak. We got a Future Impact of Kopitar for LA. Pros and Prospects of Lysell for Boston. And a retired canvas of Esposito for Chicago. We've got a Reflections of Geeky for Tampa. Silver Skates of Bedard for Chicago. And a Larkin for the Red Wings canvas. Pros and Prospects Gold of Bryson for Vegas. We got a Young Guns for Montreal of Dobish. Sweet. And we got a Pickering for the Penguins. First draft Outburst Silver. And by the way, if anyone wants to do the grading, if you do the 1 month grading checkout, you will get them back in the 1 week time period. We always do that in releases, so take advantage of it, guys and girls. We've got number to 999 rookie trilogy of Ogren for Minnesota. 999. First draft of Costa for the Red Wings and a Will Smith Beehive for San Jose. We got a triple dimensions of Dean for the Blues. Oracles for Philly, Konechny, and an encore of Caulfield for Montreal. Sweet. Get the Obi. You get the Obi yet?
Not yet.
Ah. We got a Silver Skates of McCann for Seattle. Mishkov for Philadelphia first draft. And an encore of Bichelle for Dallas. Reflections of Sveshkov for Nashville. Future impact of Horvat for the Islanders. Canvas for the Rangers. Trocheck. Triple dimensions of Bolduc for the Blues. Pros and Prospects Larkin for the Red Wings. Bunniers for Seattle. Canvas. Oracles of Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Oracles. A Young Guns for Philly of Grands and a Casa Beehive for the Red Wings. Triple dimensions to 100 for Dallas of Maverick Bork. Triple dimensions. We got a Young Guns of Sasson for Vancouver and a Celebrini Beehive for San Jose. We got a Reflections of Zellweger for Anaheim. We got a Dimensions of Bork for Dallas and a Canvas of Ehlers for the Jets. Silver Skates of Morrissey for the Jets. Maverick Bork, first draft for Dallas. Dazzlers of Scheifele for the Jets. We've got a very nice $4.99 trilogy rookie, Lane Hudson. Hudson. Young Guns of Sveshkov for Nashville. And a Pros and Prospects, Lane Hudson for Montreal. Silver Skates of Marchand for Boston. Encore of Matthews for the Leafs. And a Canvas of Makar for the Avs. We got a Future Impact of Pasternak for Boston. Encore of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And an Oracles of Pettersson for Vancouver. We've got a Pros and Prospects Gold of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. A Sveshkov for Nashville first draft. Outburst Silver of Hamilton for the Devils. We got a Future Impact of Thomas for the Blues. A Beehive of Crosby for the Pens. And a Oracles of McKinnon for the Avs. Okie dokie, so far so good. Okie dokie. We've got a Reflections for the Sharks of Mukama Doolin. Young Guns checklist between Lecker Mackey and Will Smith. So that'll be a rando. Pros and Prospects, for the Penguins of McGroarty. We got a Reflections of Doan for Utah. Silver Skates of Bratt for the Devils. And a Canvas Montembeault for Montreal. Black and white variant canvas of Kent Johnson for the Jackets. Lecker Mackey for Vancouver first draft. And a encore of Mishkov for Philly. We got a future impact of Geeky for Tampa. Beehive of Matachuk for the Jackets. Canvas for Boston of Zadorov. We've got number to 25, Red Outburst McNabb for Vegas. Red Outburst McNabb. First draft of Bolduc for the Blues. Encore of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. We've got a triple dimensions of Will Smith for the Sharks. Young Guns of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. And a Dazzlers of Carlson for Pittsburgh. Silver Skates Ovechkin for the Caps. Pros and Prospects of Yossi for the Preds. Oracles of Panarin for the Rangers. For the Rangers. We've got a Mailou, Reflections for Montreal, future impact of Jack Hughes for the Devils, and a canvas of Marchessault for Nashville. We got a triple dimensions of Lambert for Winnipeg, Pros and Prospects McDavid for the Oilers, and a canvas for the Blues of Brett Hull. So retired canvas for the Blues. Number to 100, 250, sorry. Deluxe for the Canes of Nadeau. Kevin, if you go to our checklist, they should show it, I believe. Young Guns for Colorado of Inala. And we've got a Beehive rookie of Lecker Mackey for Vancouver. Encore Gold for Philadelphia Konechny for Philly. Young Guns of Lysell for Boston. And we've got a Mitch Marner Outburst Silver for the Maple Leafs. Struggling there? Silver Skates for the Sharks of Will Smith. Doan for Utah Pros and Prospects. Oracles of Draisaitl. Oh, interesting. Okay. Is there a number, maybe what it is? Like, certain numbers are higher, Kevin? Obviously, we've opened different colors, so that would make logical sense. But maybe it's like 1 to 50 is one color. Because the Mishkov was definitely a different color. I think, who was the other one? There's one other guy who had a different color. We've got a Silver Skates of Suzuki for Montreal. Casa first draft for the Red Wings. Darlene for Buffalo Encore. Reflections of Ogren for Minnesota. Future impact of Lane Hudson for Montreal. And a Devils canvas Dougie Hamilton. Young Guns of Willsby for Nashville. Beehive of McDavid for the Oilers. Oh, that was a bit of poop. We got a clear cut for Utah of Cole. Young Guns of Minor for Colorado. And a Beehive of Bedard for Chicago. Eric's tripping out right now, guys. We got a triple dimensions of Gauthier for Anaheim. Pros and Prospects of Bichelle for Dallas. And a Gallagher canvas for Montreal. We got a Reflections of Gauthier for Anaheim. Triple dimensions of Bryson for Vegas. And a Bratt for the Devils canvas. Silver Skates of Sveshkov for Nashville. Nazar first draft for Chicago. And a Cooley for the Utah Mammoth Dazzlers. We've got numbered, that's an interesting one, numbered to 333, Future Impact of David Pastrnak. Numbered 33 of 333. I like it. Boston. And a Young Guns of Milne for Minnesota, and a Pros and Prospects of Geeky for Tampa. We've got a Future Impact of Forsberg for Nashville, Encore of Barkov for Florida, and an Oracles for Buffalo of Dahlin. The Buffalo Sabres. Silver Skates of Zibanejad for the Rangers, Encore Will Smith for the Sharks, and a Theodore Canvas for Vegas. Beehive Gold for the Winnipeg Jets of Morrissey. Celebrini first draft for San Jose, and an Outburst Silver of Luukkonen for Buffalo. We've got a Future Impact of Will Smith for the Sharks, Beehive of Gauthier for Anaheim, and a Oracles of Crosby for the Penguins. I need some packs or cards, one of the two. Oh, thank you. Ooh, we've got a Triple Dimensions of LaRue for Nashville, Encore for the Red Wings of Raymond, and a Sasson Young Guns Canvas for Vancouver. Sasson. We got a Silver Skates of Point for Tampa. We got an Ogren first draft for Minnesota, and a Dazzlers for the Blues of Bolduc. We got a Future Impact of Malkin. I feel like he's already been impacting. For the Penguins, Beehive of Aho for Carolina, and an Oracles of Pastrnak for Boston. Silver Skates of Stammer for Nashville, Beehive of Barkov for Florida, and a Canvas of Monahan for the Blue Jackets. Beehive Gold for Pittsburgh of Malkin. Lecker Mackey first draft for Vancouver. Outburst Silver of Leeson for the Anaheim Ducks. And we've got a Future Impact of Dahlin for Buffalo. Pros and Prospects of Stankoven for Dallas. And an Oracles of Nylander for the Maple Leafs. Nylander. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Oh, look, we got a piece of a card. Ooh. Something's missing from one. Who was it, Eric? Eric, find out who that is. All right, we got Silver Skates of Raymond for the Red Wings, Byfield, LA, Celebrini for San Jose, Doan, Utah, Mishkov, Philly, Gauthier, Anaheim, Draisaitl, Oilers, Jarvis, Canes, Tippett, Philly, Hudson, Montreal, Hughes, Vancouver, Stankoven, Dallas, Hintz, Dallas, Stone, Vegas, Kyrou, Blues, Matthews, Leafs, McKinnon, Avs, Ogren, Minnesota, Kachuk, Ottawa, Dobson, Islanders, and Hyman for the Oilers. We got Reflections of Gauthier, Anaheim, Ogren, Minnesota, McGroarty for Pittsburgh, Celebrini, San Jose, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Nazar for Hawks, Rempe, Rangers, Bolduc, Blues, Geeky, Tampa, Hudson, Montreal, Stankoven, Dallas, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Mishkov, Philly, and Will Smith, San Jose. Dimensions of Stankoven, Dallas, Sveshkov, Nashville, McGroarty, Pittsburgh, Geeky, Tampa, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Mishkov, Philly, Hanzik, Calgary, Doan, Utah, Mailou, Montreal, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Zellweger, Anaheim, Luchenko, Philly, Othman, Rangers, Hudson, Montreal, Celebrini, San Jose, We got a Future Impact Nazar, Chicago, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Aho, Carolina, Stankoven, Dallas, Kachuk, Florida, Caulfield, Montreal, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Makar, Avs, Kucherov, Tampa, Pedersen, Vancouver, Marner, Leafs, Panarin, Rangers, Eichel, Vegas, Celebrini for San Jose, and a Keller, Coyotes. We'll do this one now. Beehives, Mishkov, Philly, Malkin, Pittsburgh, Stutzel, Sen, Stankoven, Dallas, Pasternak, Boston, Makar, Avs, Hedman, Tampa, Demko, Canucks, Morrissey, Jets, Kreider, Rangers, Nazar, Blackhawks, Ovechkin, Caps, Robertson, Dallas, Matthews, Leafs, Hughes, Devils, gold of Robertson for Dallas, and a gold of Ovechkin for Washington. Already those, there you go. Pros and Prospects, McCann, Seattle, Bork, Dallas, Bryson, Vegas, Matachuk, Blue Jackets, Ogren, Minnesota, Crosby, Pittsburgh, McTavish, Ducks, Gauthier, Ducks, Kaprizov, Minnesota, Pedersen, Vancouver, Celebrini, San Jose, Smith, San Jose, Rantanen, Avs, Ovechkin, Caps, Wallsteed, Minnesota, Gensel, Tampa, Mishkov, Philly, Lecker-Mackey, Vancouver, Zellweger, Anaheim, Othman, Rangers, Matthews, Leafs, Nazar, Hawks, Bobrovsky for Florida, a gold of Mishkov for Philly, Encore, Horvat, Islanders, Nazar, Chicago, Celebrini, San Jose, McDavid, Oilers, Marner, Leafs, Stankoven, Stars, Gauthier, Ducks, Toffoli, Sharks, Rangers, Panarin, Konechny, Flyers, Crosby, Penguins, Hughes, Canucks, Ovechkin, Caps, Kaprizov, Wild, golds of Hughes for Vancouver, and Crosby for Pittsburgh. Dazzler, Suzuki, Montreal, Othman, Rangers, Konechny, Philly, Rantanen, Avs, Huberdeau, Calgary, Toffoli, San Jose. We got the pinks of Geeky and Mishkov for Philly. Oh, Mishkov. Canvases, Holloway, Blues, Reinhart, Florida, Hopkins, Oilers, Ekblad, Panthers, Thomas, Blues, Tanev, Leafs, Toffoli, Sharks, Hayes, Penguins, Cooley, Utah, Gensel, Lightning, Omar, Sens, Thompson, Sabres, Jack-Eye, Montreal, Letang, Pittsburgh, Sod, Blues, Pareko, Blues, Korchinski, Chicago, Shea, Nashville, Hintz, Dallas, Zari, Flames, Dickinson, Blackhawks, Martinez, Chicago, Young Guns, actually I'll put these down there, black and white variant of Grands for Philly, black and white canvas variant, Young Guns, black and white of, ooh, that's nice, retired Pavel Datsyuk for the Red Wings. And a black and white of Marc-Andre Fleury for Minnesota. All right, next little batch here. We've got an Oracles Ovechkin for the Caps. Bolduc for the Blues, the pink variant. Aho Canes, Keller Coyotes. Actually, I don't know if there are supposed to be. Yeah, these are all different colors. That's interesting. Pasternak, Boston. Geeky, Tampa. McCann, Seattle. Will Smith, San Jose. Gauthier, Anaheim. Kopitar, LA. Suzuki, Montreal. Johnson for Dallas. Konechny, Philly. Robertson for Dallas. Mishkov for Philly. First drafts of Nadeau, Carolina. Wallsteed, Minnesota. Will Smith, Sharks. Lambert, Jets. Celebrini for San Jose. Nazar, Chicago. Nadeau, Carolina. Ogren for Wild. Geeky, Lightning. Lambert, Winnipeg. Pickering, Penguins. Bryson, Knights. Gauthier, Ducks. Mailou, Montreal. And a Geeky for Tampa. Young Guns of Wilsby, Nashville. Kozak, Sabres. Milne, Wild. Berard, Rangers. Klurman, Penguins. Grimbenkin, Maple Leafs. George, Islanders. Bichelle, Stars. Lysell, Bruins. Bradley, Colorado. Phil Haber, Colorado. Jaska, Carolina. Ligar, Devils. Hyrie is Stars. Matachuk, Blue Jackets. Yeah. Kozak, Buffalo. Bradley, Colorado. Stezka, Kraken. Smith, Sharks. Bichelle, Stars. Casa, Red Wings. Another one of those, so that way one each, which is great. Matachuk, Columbus. Jaska, Young Guns for the Canes. And a minor for Colorado. All right, now for the bigger stuff. At least that's what it looks like. A Young Guns canvas for Montreal, Dobesh. Young Guns canvas of George for the Islanders. A Young Guns canvas of Casa for the Red Wings. A Young Guns canvas of Berard for the Rangers. A trilogy to 9.99 for Colorado of Richie. A Pros and Prospects Gold for the Sharks of Will Smith. A $4.99 Stan Coven for Dallas. We've got a $9.99 Sveshkov for Nashville. We've got a deluxe Young Guns of Bichelle for Dallas. $250.
Yep. Yeah, CloutsnChara.
We've got number to 250 deluxe of McTavish. And we got a McDavid base. Oilers. I guess it's like an all-star variant, maybe. McDavid. We got number to 100 Barron for Winnipeg. Yeah. Yeah. All-star, okay. Number to 250 of Martunic for Carolina Deluxe. Number to 250 of Sealer for Philly. Number to 250 of Draisaitl for the Oilers. Kevin, I would, especially with that 1 week turnaround deal that we're doing. 100% do it. Delorier for Philly. Exclusives. Number to 250 for the Penguin. Oh, no, sorry. It's a clear cut. Clear cut of Gensel for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Clear cut. 250 for Florida of Aaron Ekblad. Outburst silver of Carlson for Pittsburgh. Outburst silver of Lundestrom for the Ducks. Outburst silver of Burakovsky for Seattle. Outburst silver of Lyubushkin for Dallas. Young Guns Outburst silver, Will Smith. That's pretty sweet for San Jose. Congrats. And a Young Guns Outburst silver Stezka for Seattle. There we go.